If knee pain is stopping you from doing what you love, you are not alone. And in today's video, I've got 3 evidence-based, really effective exercises to help you move better and feel better. And stick around because the last one is my personal favorite. Hey guys, Dr. Christy Ennis. We are going to get you feeling so good today. All you need are a mat or your bed if you don't want to get on the floor, totally fine, a sturdy surface like a wall or a door, and you need a step or a book. Either one of those will work, and let's get started. First exercise on your bed or on the floor, you're going to start by tightening up that quad muscle of this leg that's straightened. Think about almost pushing the kneecap down onto the ground. That helps to get that straightened. And then engage those abs. We'll get a double whammy by getting some abs in here too. And you're going to lift straight up. Now, this one is working both the quad muscles and the hip flexor muscles, which help to support that knee. And it's great because you're not really putting any stress on your joint. So awesome if you have arthritis or really anything that causes pain, right, to put weight on. So you want to shoot for about 10 to 15 with your foot straight. If you're able to, rotate that foot out and do the same thing for the same amount of reps. And rotate that foot in, mine doesn't go very far, for the same amount of reps. You're getting different angles of all of those muscles. All right, for our next one, we're going to work all of these big leg muscles. So we're adding on here. Back flat against the wall or a door if it locks and is sturdy, or a sturdy person. You're going to walk those feet out. So my back is still flat against the wall. Feet are about hip width to shoulder width apart. I'm going to sink my bum down. Only go down as far as you can, making sure that you can actually get back up again. That's important. So this is great because as opposed to a squat, sometimes that's uncomfortable and painful to start out with. Not that it's a bad exercise, but this gives you a little bit more support both for your back and your joints. If you feel like, ouch, that really is not feeling good, first of all, don't go down as far. It's totally okay not to. Or even see if moving your feet out a little bit further helps that as well. So again, we've got those quads, but we've got the hamstrings and the glutes also engaging, which really make a difference in supporting that knee. The other thing is, and notice I'm still just kind of hanging out here, which is what you're going to do. An isometric exercise, right, which is where you're not moving, we're just holding, can actually help decrease how the pain feels. So you might feel less pain by doing some of these exercises where you're holding. So kind of a cool one. Besides strengthening, you're getting hopefully a little pain relief at the same time. Goal, as long as you can, let's put it that way, whether it's 10 seconds or a minute, hold as long as you can. There are a couple options too to make this a little bit different and work muscles a little bit differently. One, you can take a pillow or a ball that you get at like Walmart, one of those little squeezy ones, put it in between your legs, squeeze that before you sit, keep that squeeze. You'll work that inner thigh a little bit and what's called that vastus medialis oblique part of the quad. Say that 10 times fast. If you want a little bit more outside hip, if you put a band around your knees and add a pull out, you'll get a little bit more stability in the outside of the hip, but same concept. This last one is where you need your step or an old textbook, if they even still make those. Boy, I don't think they do. Or even a phone book. Again, I know they're not making those anymore. But the higher the surface, the harder it will be. So definitely a good idea to start a little low and build your way up. And as I said, this is my favorite because it's very functional. It works on all the strength and stability and balance at the same time. So if you need something sturdy to hang on to, make sure you have something in front of you or off to the side, dowel, broom, any of those things, big strong person. You're going to take one foot, put it right up on the step. Key here is that you want this leg on the step to do as much work as possible. So in other words, you don't want to just spring on up, even though that's fun. You want to let this leg do the work. So really think, engage in through the glutes and the quads, extra squeeze those quads as you stand up. Again, balancy just to get up here. If you want to make it more balancy, practice holding here for a couple seconds. And then as you come back down, shift that weight back. If you need to, go ahead and let that foot rest all the way. If you can control without doing that, whoopsies, I can't obviously, you're going to let that foot just tap and come back up. That's going to work the strength even more, but totally okay if you're not ready to start there. If you need to also, right, just put that foot right up. It's okay not to balance there, but try to keep this other foot right up on the step. If you want to make this even harder, besides adding up little height to it, if you go back further and go into almost a lunge with that opposite leg and then use this leg, woo, that, I'm shaking today, that really gets those glutes even more. Again, don't start with this one though unless you've been doing these for a while. One more little balance thing in calf exercise too, a little harder, coming on up and then up onto those toes, which, whew, I really should hold on to something, but about 10 to 15 repetitions for each side. I absolutely love helping people get back to doing the activities that they love. So if you have questions or need some extra guidance and know that someone's got your back, check out my membership options where I can communicate with you through text, email, and even one-on-one in Zoom.